Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Rickzilla here. Tonight, I'm going to be doing this will be the first in what I would hope to be a weekly series starting at Sundays at 8 o'clock. Assuming if the Geek Room does a Sunday stream, I might have to move it to like 9, 10, depending on it. But either way, this is gonna be a series I call the Loony Bin, where I look at a bunch of weird oddities on the internet, whether if it's a certain individual or bizarre phenomenon, whatever, and whatever it comes to comes to my attention. All right, you know what? I'm rambling on, and let's just say that all right, this is unscripted, unedited. By the way, did you like the new background? It fits perfectly for this segment, for this series. Because there's a lot of weird people out there. And I want to cover as much as I could based on, well, their weird hobbies, weird fetishes, you name it. There'll be some people that will be excluded from this because, well, I dedicated most of my channel covering them on a daily basis. But for brevity's sake, we're going to try something really, really new. This was suggested from one of my followers, Adam E., who suggested me to look at this documentary of this guy who is, well, deeply, and I mean deeply obsessed with the 80s pop singer Tiffany. This kind of reminds me of, well, you know, remember that Bjork stalker back in the 90s? What better way to start this series off? Okay, and welcome to tonight, the first episode of the Loony Bin, where I cover weird, bizarre people who aren't really up there. It could be a internet personality, a real life case, or even, well, it's just any other crazy person that I come across or someone recommends me to look at. I will do what I can to try to understand, analyze, and even observe the behaviors of these certain people, because there's a lot of them out there. And yeah, we got to learn how to be careful with who we meet, who we talk to, because who knows, it's gonna be another crazy person. But to save the trouble of boring you guys to death, let's take a look at this video. And also, I should well, this is going to be the first episode, and I really don't have a real title for it, but once I go back and edit it, I'll call it I Think We're Alone Now, named after the song.
Tiffany and I have known each other most of her life, and we are in love with each other, and she's a great singer.
Okay, this guy's name is Jeff Turner. He's an odd one.
Oh, we've kissed. Oh, yeah, we have. Yeah. No
This is a documentary, by the way.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
On the mouth?
Could have. Most people don't know who Tiffany is because she was never that famous. She started in 1987 with 2 hits, Could Have Been, and I Think We're Alone Now, #1 hits. She peaked out in 87 through 88, 89. She was fading, and pretty much faded out completely that year in the public view.
I hope this doesn't go where I think it's gonna go.
The things I love about living in Santa Cruz are the sociological freedom, the diversity, the positive spirituality, and all the wacky, odd, weird, bizarre, different people that draw the fascists off of others and myself.
Yeah. You know what? When I'm done with this stream, I'm gonna retitle this. But not right now.
Former pop sensation Tiffany Darwish, let's say her last name here, has been followed by one stalker for 11 years. As a 16-year-old, she was forced to get a restraining order against Jeff Dean Turner. They have my whole name in there. Then a 35-year-old, I was 35 then when that happened, fan who began pursuing her after kissing and hugging her at a concert. Didn't happen quite like that. Then one day, she saw him outside her house. I was a little freaked out, to say the least, says Darwish.
This guy took pride. Okay, so this guy is bragging about the time he stalked this pop singer that no one's ever heard of for years. The only means of relevancy that Tiffany had was when her song I Think We're Alone Now was parodied on an Old Navy commercial back in fall of 2011 and was featured in the movie Ted. But I've known about this person too. Well, not Jeff Turner, but I think I've heard this song from Tiffany from, I don't know, a while, but
I sat in the corner saying, close all the windows. Now she's back in Southern California, and so is her stalker. She says, I have to be real careful.
Damn. Jesus Christ. I don't think... Holy shit. Whew. I didn't do it. Well. This is a learning experience. This guy was stalking this pop singer for 3 years? Jesus Christ. This guy does remind me of Ricardo Lopez, the guy who stalked Bjork. And look what happened then. He blew his brains out. I mean, Lopez was so obsessed with Bjork to the point where he would make these weird home videos about how he lusted after her, how he believed they were soulmates or some stupid shit. But he was not right in the head. I can tell you that.
Another warm Colorado morning begins. Jogging into work at a very high rate of speed. Reading and knowing my environment like a quarterback reading the defense. Getting stronger, faster, better as days go by.
Hey, groovy people, this is Dylan McCormick. Hey, after the beep, please leave your name, number, and brief message. I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
The thing I love about living here in the Mile High City of Denver is A, the people, B,
So it's not just
up here is athlete's paradise, because if you train up here in the thin Colorado Rocky Mountain area,
Kelly McCormick.
back down to
So it's not just that guy, it's a group of other people who live in this place. I'm so glad that I didn't put a title. Because it's not just one, it's a group of other people. It's a documentary.
Like LA, smoke competition easily. Yeah, I just really like to flaunt what I got and to always better myself. Cupid actually never came around.
Oh, so there's a common theme in these people.
And I've never had a girlfriend before in my life. I've never. I mean, I've been in love. But I.
So it's a common trait for these people.
The same amount of love returned back to me, which is very depressing and it hurts like hell. I know she won't.
So the first guy Jeff and Kelly, I guess it's people who have like a common theme, is that they might be obsessed with Tiffany.
Remember, but I accidentally bumped into her back this summer of 1989, back when I was living in
Kelly McCormick.
California. Her and I talked for at least like 7 hours on the phone. The difference between me and a stalker is they don't truly love the individual. There's not one thing on Tiffany that I do not love. I mean,
what are we watching today? Oh, it's a documentary on a bunch of Tiffany stalkers.
Down to her bone marrow.
When I was in elementary school and Mac, then
people who stalked Tiffany, the pop singer.
Ordinary the way it was treated until about the 5th and 6th grade, then started to get aggravating and bullying and teasing. It got worse through junior high, and it got worse in high school.
And he's probably used to quite a bit of rejection, so it is hard for him to trust people maybe and develop enduring friendships. My name is Douglas Haas, and I've known Jeff Turner for 20 years.
My friendship with him is very important.
Yeah, I genuinely like Jeff. I mean, I enjoy being around him despite his foibles.
There's two people so far. There's Jeff Turner and Kelly McCormick. And both of them have one thing in common. They're both obsessed with the pop singer Tiffany. So this is a learning experience for both of us. So I'm going in this blindfolded. Figuratively.
And it's always interesting.
It's a really old documentary.
therapy.
He has a positive attitude to everything, including the most dark and dreary subjects. It's a positive experience for me to be around Jeff. When Jeff was a child, he was growing up on Air Force bases. An
Damn.
Air Force brat. And Merrill Dean Turner was a career military aviator, and he was shot down and killed in Vietnam in September 1967.
Damn.
Both of our fathers died when we were 13.
God.
And so
That's
suddenly,
sad.
so it's like a kind of
That's
like
sad.
a bonding
That's
between us,
sad.
I believe. And maybe we're both kind of slightly emotionally stunted by having had our fathers die at that age.
I felt relieved and very sad at the same time. Felt very sad because my mother was very tragically damaged by it.
That's extremely
My
sad.
mom married Richard Ralph Truesdale, one of my father's friends who'd served with him in the Air Force. Learned to appreciate him, although he was a tyrannical, and still is a tyrannical fascist. But he's very good at setting up evil forces and betraying them against themselves and each other.
I'm not rough and tough. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Okay,
Richard
I
Truesdale.
don't think this is the show we want here.
Who's we, Lindbergh?
Yeah, well, this is... Well,
You're the only one that wanted it. You got the tape in there?
tape is in there. At least here you can watch it while you're fast
What
forwarding.
are you looking at? Are you fast forwarding?
No, I'm not fast
Did you
forwarding.
rewind?
I
Very
just
check.
put it in there.
This is a really old documentary.
My stepfather, Richard Truesdale, is a model railroad enthusiast.
Gotta have a hobby.
He found two engines that were wired backwards and he had head-on collisions. And he had a boxcar he wanted to put something in to haul around, so he broke the door off and stuffed something inside.
Got in trouble once, dropped one on the floor, and it didn't run right. Of course, being my stepfather, like King Philip II of Spain in the late 1400s, the little things and the great things matter equally. Good example there. Yeah.
We banished him. Banished. Yeah. If he's not going to use his head for something besides a hat rack, he can't come in here. He's got mental problems. He's disabled. So we tried to cure him.
Oh, so this guy is disabled. Oh, sure.
By putting him where there was doctors who knew what was going on.
Is that loud enough? I think this is how loud the video is gonna go, because this is a mirror documentary. And I mean mirrored. Like someone found it and re-uploaded it. So looks, you're not gonna expect the best from the quality or even the volume. It's kind of
a briliosphere. It's going to crack open, and light is going to emerge and sear away all the idiocy and stupidity in the universe. Yeah, it's the cracked ones that let light into.
I can at least adjust the volume on here just a tad bit. I can hear it fine. I can hear it crash. I can hear it just fine.
To the world.
For a demonstration of my running capabilities.
So, another thing these people have in common are they're disabled. Social outcasts.
Put on a little show for you guys here. And that I was only going maybe about 7% of 27 and 10% of my actual running speed. A lot of people that were born with my condition, that they're not as athletically inclined as I am. I suffer from what's known as being born intersexed, a condition of which a person is born with both genders. Back in the late 80s, early 90s.
Oh, this guy has this woman. This woman, sorry. I didn't mean misgender this person, but Kelly, is born with two genders, both male and female. And that's a thing that's usually common. I mean, a person who is born with both body parts, like a woman with a. I'm not going to get into the whole transsexuals or transgender debacle. I mean, it's a very sensitive topic. And
people thought they would go, you're a hermaphrodite. What the hell?
Yeah, so she's a hermaphrodite.
What's that? And then I would tell them, and they go, back, to stay away from me. I don't want, no, you don't want anything.
Some of these people were ostracized. This was an old documentary, and they were ostracized. They didn't really fit in, and that's sad. Really, really sad. I mean,
do it with you. How would Tiffany feel about my situation? I know that she would accept me for who I am.
I know.
I take what's known as spirolactone,
Sean McCormick,
which is a testosterone killer / blocker.
Hormone
I go
blockers.
through a monthly period and PMS and period, just like every biological woman does, including Tiffany. But
so this person's dead name is Sean, but her preferred name is Kelly.
I went to Buena Park High School in Buena Park, California. Go Coyotes! Yeah! I was involved in the Spirit Club.
Transgender.
I was also.
And it's a very sad thing that, I get that people are not comfortable in their own skin. So they try to, alter themselves. It's something that I kind of empathize, but
track all 4 years. Jeez, I was the most popular person on campus.
Very cool.
Back in high school, I was closeted. I was very closeted about it. Price of being popular.
That's not what I'm doing this on. It's the fact that these two have one thing in common, is that they have this love. No, scratch that. Not love. An obsession with a pop singer. And that's what I wanted to cover on. Because as much as I could say it's cute to have a crush on a famous person, it's another thing that when someone has an obsession to the point where you devote your life, where you have pictures plastered all over the wall like a shrine, and
I just finally said, okay,
it's
enough. I've had enough. This is actually killing me. Now I'm very open about it. I don't care what people think.
Okay, I first met Jeff back in June 2002 when I attended a concert featuring 1980s teen pop idol singer Tiffany, the name that she goes by. I found out he and I have plenty in common besides being Tiffany fans.
Yeah, these are Tiffany fans.
He and I also have a neurological disability. He and I both have Asperger's syndrome.
Asperger's.
I think of myself as a higher functioning version of, say, Rain Man or Forrest Gump. Those.
Yeah. And that's the thing with people who do have, like, autism or Asperger's, because I might be borderline, but I don't think I fully have the disorder. It's just, it could be borderline. And that's the thing, is that most of these people can talk normal. It's just, it depends on where you are on the spectrum, whether you're high functioning or low functioning. It depends on where you are on the spectrum, which counts for something, right?
Fictional movie characters. He immediately knew I had Asperger's because I guess it takes one to know one.
Whenever I meet someone with Asperger's syndrome, it does make me feel like I'm not alone.
It's also called the Little Professor's Syndrome. It's where a person knows all this information and can just talk and talk and talk. He would be utterly clueless that the people that were listening to him were looking for a way to exit. They were looking for the nearest window to jump out.
Yeah.
We have a
Force
good
of habit.
memory, good photographic memory, good in details.
Yeah, I do have that too. And I do have a good photographic memory at times. I do remember stuff, and that's what makes me unique.
Good with facts, but sadly we have poor social skills.
Yeah, that was one of my biggest, and I mean biggest shortcomings was my poor social skills.
We have trouble interacting with people. We have trouble establishing friendships and let alone romance. But that's the way it goes. And
It's easy to have romance. It's just the young lady or the lady saying yes.
That's what I have. It's I don't know if I have full blown high functioning autism or Asperger's. It's complicated, and yeah.
There's women in the past, in the 80s and 90s, that I've had.
But most of the times I just like to be left alone. I'm more of an introvert, more than an extrovert.
Last one was 1992. I had a physical experience with, and then there was 85, and one in 87. Yeah. Only one of them I really liked, but she went with somebody else.
Yeah.
It was one in 85. I really liked her. Yeah. Hadn't seen her for years, and she wasn't interested. So, and out of that, I was redeemed and atoned for by Yeshua, Mashiach, Jesus Christ.
My name is Don Berkemer. I'm the pastor of Living Water Fellowship. I've known Jeff probably about 8 years. He's a blessing to me here because he always seems to find the best qualities of people, and he elaborates on that. He is kind-hearted. He is considerate. If he ever meets a person, he is your best friend for life.
Nice.
I've known Kelly now for like 10 years. We met back in 1998. I met him at Bally's Total Fitness. I was working out, and he was the janitor there.
Luis
And
Quintana.
I don't know, he just came up and we started talking, and the nurturing person in me, I don't know, maybe the fucked up person in me is what attracted me to him. I seen this monstrosity of a problem that I could relate within myself, I guess. The whole gay thing, I know what it's like to be judged and put down and black sheep, outcast, whatever. So I kind of try to sympathize with her, and I try not to judge him, which is kind of hard.
He's bouncing back and forth, misgendering this person. That shit wouldn't fly nowadays.
Sometimes. Then we were friends like for a year or so, and
Yeah, that shit wouldn't fly now.
we decided to be roommates because he was going to get evicted from his apartment. At the time, he drank too much. He wasn't really responsible at budgeting his money. I don't know, I was always trying to mother him or be his parent, and it was really hard. When we went out, to gay clubs, it was kind of like embarrassing because he's so different. But the more we went out, I guess the easier it got, and it was just me. It wasn't him, it was me. It was my problem. What's kept our friendship going for the last 10 years, really, to be honest, quite frankly, I gave Kelly my number, and he's kept in constant contact with me. Over the years, I put more of an effort into our friendship. I understand him a little bit more, and I don't know. I've grown to actually care for the guy, girl, and I don't know, he's just become one of my friends.
So I'm a moderator on the True to Tiffany Yahoo group, which doesn't make me a Psycho Stalker fan. It just makes me a nice girl who's in front of my computer too much. I met Jeff on the beach at the Tiffany show last year. He kept swooping in and, in 1992, Tiffany performed that at blah, 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 blah. He said something about how she worked so hard to protect him, and I said, honey, no. See, when all of the security guards swoop in and surround you, it's not because Tiffany's protecting you. It's because Tiffany's afraid of you.
Damn. That's a problem. That's a problem. Now you know why I called this. Now I know why someone. Now I know why someone recommended me this. Because this looks like something you would see. Something in some, I don't know, true crime documentary or a psychological study on people with admirations. And that's the thing. Most people who find comfort in something as, well, genuine as a celebrity, they find comfort in knowing that they have this fascination for this celebrity. I mean, yes, there are times where you can get starstruck, but yeah, it's okay to have a crush on a certain celebrity. It's just something's, when you take things too far and it leads to obsession, that's when the situation hits hard.
That avid and is so completely far from grounded in reality can be.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I mean, one example was the Bjork stalker, Ricardo Lopez. I mean, the guy had an extremely poor grip on reality. And his obsession with Bjork kind of fucked him up. And I mean, it fucked him up psychologically, emotionally, and even physically.
Safe. And I don't think Tiffany thinks he's safe, because if she did, all of those security guards wouldn't be standing there ready and waiting for him.
Stalking crimes and victim protection.
These books were created by the Association of Threat Management and Threat Assessment Professional People as part of the massive psychological operation of the whole stalking thing, the New McCarthyism Obsessed Stalker Witch Hunt. Another book, Stalking and Psychosexual Obsession. Boy, I really get gushy on these titles.
Yes.
Yes, autism, Asperger's, those people who are diagnosed, they are obsessed about certain things or people or...
And yeah, that's true. That is really true.
Inanimate objects, I can identify with that, so...
I can identify with it
In
too.
all honesty, he is obsessed, but he's not a dangerous. He's not a danger to Tiffany or anybody else.
I hope you're right.
Okay, you ready? Tiffany's Epiphany. I'll pose for Playboy. Oh, here's one of these articles where pop singer Tiffany's husband tries to hang himself. And this was one of those frozen margarita brawls. There were two. Oh,
Jesus Christ. I mean, obsession is one thing when you have a disorder, but this guy takes it to the extreme by collecting newspaper articles. I mean,
here's Tiffany's graduation from high school.
yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Here's an article about the sword. Samurai fan arrested as he waits for pop star Tiffany with a sword.
The time that Jeff went down to the
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The obsession could lead to serious consequences. I mean, it doesn't matter if you have a disorder or not, but this has happened before so many times. This is why we have to break away from the cycle and find something to do to make better use of our time. Because if you are so enveloped in your fantasies, your obsessions, to the point where you are presented with an opportunity, you might make the wrong decisions.
The Los Angeles Superior Court with the sword and chrysanthemums was probably a high point in the comic.
Oh, by the way,
story of Jeff Turner's
Drag, I kind of mentioned this. That's how the volume can only go up as much. It's really old. It's a really old video, Drag. And I mean, I can always and that's the thing is,
I thought a car and flowers would be sufficient. I don't know what the purpose of giving Tiffany a weapon would be.
Giving someone a katana and 5 white chrysanthemums That is about the highest honor
Oh, yeah. You gave her a sword.
you could give someone as a ceremonial.
Yeah. As much as I keep showing, yeah, it's a habit of mine. Yeah, I'm always looking at the chat at times, just to make sure more keeps coming. And it is a force of habit that when I'm more invested in the video, sometimes the chat doesn't mean. Sometimes I forget to look at the chat. Yeah, I get it. Let me take a look at your chats. Yeah. You know, I could watch it on my phone, but where's the fun of that? Anyway, yeah. That's as loud as the video can go. I don't know what to say.
Presentation in Japan, never got to give it to her.
My father served this great country of ours in Vietnam.
So another army brat.
War. My
Lost
father was one of the
both
people that were overly exposed to Agent Orange, a very cancerous chemical.
Both lost their
Oh my
fathers.
gosh, does that mean I'm an orange meat turkey? Help me, gobble, buddy.
Wow. Yeah. This is a really old documentary. I keep saying that. But this is the first episode of what I hope to make into a series called The Loony Bin, where I look at some oddities, whether it's people, phenomena, or incidents that catch my fancy or catch my eye that. And I wanted to take a look at this because someone linked this to me in Discord, which, thanks, Adam. I mean, yeah, I could just watch it, but I like to do streams talking about it. It's interesting.
My mother and father had split custody of my sister and I, where my mom raised me to be her younger daughter.
Oh.
Come summertime, I had to be my father's United States Marine Corps son. Had to put all my Barbie dolls away, all my dresses and skirts, whatnot. It felt like the guy had a leash around me. He was forcing me to be something that I wasn't. This is who I really am. And
yeah, it is as tough as it louds. Exactly. And it is really, yeah, it is.
However,
yeah, well, I worked at the high school cafeteria, and then I got out of high school, went to work, and just worked through about 1984, and then employed.
So yeah, these people do have disorders. I mean, I could go on talking about the disabilities of these people, but when it comes to, again, obsessions, there has to be a middle ground. You can't just do whatever you want. And that's the thing that goes with what happened recently. I mean, the people who are obsessed with their movement, their cause, they're obsessed with trying to overturn a position and it led to some consequences, severe consequences, and
employers wouldn't hire me anymore, and so I got the 3.5 years later got the federal disability.
And then he made the foolish decision to go on disability, which is probably the single most unwise decision he ever made in his life. Because he is employable.
Same thing with me. I'm employable. That's why I don't like going on disability. It's because I am employable. It's just
I receive income once a month, SSI, from the federal government, and then I receive also a rent subsidy of HUD that pays 4/5 of the rent.
Jesus Christ, look at his room. It's like, I mean, we've seen people with cluttered rooms. I mean, we've seen Shanny's room. We've seen Von Helton's trailer. And it looks like an episode of Hoarders. I mean, the living situation, I mean, how can anyone live like this? Honestly. Let me know if I'm boring you with this shit, because yeah, it is a bit boring at first, but it's an understanding it what you're gonna expect from this series. If you keep tuning in, you're gonna expect a lot of crazies.
I receive $643 a month from the federal government. The government pays like 3/4 of my rent because of my disability and because of my housing situation.
Free government money. Actually, no. Taxes. Money coming from the taxpayers. And that's why I don't like going on Social Security. It's because it feels like I'm taking money from the people who pay the taxes just to, I don't know, do nothing, just to exist. I mean, these people look like they could get a state job, even though they won't laugh. I mean, they are capable of finding employment. It's just they choose not to. I mean, that's the thing with certain people, like Shanny, Rev, G-Man, Vaughn, Cobes. Maybe not Cobes, but Lucas. Hell, even Lucas Werner. They look as though they could have the potential to be employed. It's just they choose not to. I mean, don't get me wrong. I haven't been employed for years. I've never been employed. But the thing is, I'm trying to get my shit together, trying to make something of myself. I mean, and also my insurance. Kind of has this restriction on employment because it depends on the money, on like if I'm getting the thing with certain insurances, certain policies, it's hard to go into in great detail. It's just right now I'm choosing to better myself. Hopefully when this quarantine is over and I can go back to school, I can finally get my associates and maybe trade it in for like hopefully a master's in psychology. Maybe that's probably what I wanted to get into, is going into psychology. So I can understand these people more.
A lot of people think Jeff Turner is a crazed stalker, a madman, but I know him very well, and there's a different side of this story. Nobody in this who sees this documentary is going to believe, but Jeff has connections. And it goes into the whole nature of secret society.
Now I'm probably getting... Let me take a look at this Tiffany stalker. Oh. This was 13 years ago. Oh, damn. Oh! So this was in 2010. Now let's check out what I mean, as much as I could, I don't know if I could talk about this whole situation any further. It's just get ready for some copyright shit. In case you don't know who Tiffany is, Crash, this is the song. Yeah, that's what you'll know Tiffany from, is that song, I Think We're Alone Now. Which most people would associate that song, I mean, most people nowadays would associate that song with either this document I was looking at or the crazy dude from the movie Ted. But me as an intellectual will associate the song with the parody, the Old Navy parody.
Ooh, we are so excited. The song I Think We're Alone Now is one
And
of
this
the
was, hold on. What was this? 2 years ago? Wow.
timeless songs of the 80s. And now pop sensation Tiffany is re-releasing her hit.
And you just heard a clip of it. The singer's also throwing a music video premiere party tonight for the single here in Orlando.
But before the grand event tonight, she's visiting us right here. We're so excited to welcome singer, songwriter, and icon Tiffany. And I've got
God damn, she still looks fine to this day. I mean,
To meet you
Hello,
before
yes.
at Disney.
You snuck into the green room.
Yeah, I showed you the
Hello,
picture.
really
Yeah.
quickly. I was like, and then you talked about rain on my
Yes,
part. I was like,
I know.
no, it's
I
gonna
know.
move. But it looks like it'll move out.
It's moving
Boxy
fast.
Park still.
Yeah.
Everybody come out
Yeah.
and I'll be there and we'll be having a
then again, she probably had a little work done, a little Botox. I mean,
good time, no matter what.
she looks like a. Oh my god.
Okay, so tell
She looks like she's perpetually smiling. Like, how many Botox injections did you get? God damn. And this was in 2019.
us about this event tonight. I know that
Yes.
the three of us, are so excited you're
Yeah.
here that it's almost embarrassing
fangirling.
how
Oh,
excited
thank
we are.
you.
So I know people will be so thrilled to come to this event. So tell
Yes,
us about
well,
it.
you know, for years I've been thinking about maybe doing another I Think We're Alone Now, but it had to be the right time. It's the right time. So
Yeah, 2019 was probably a year where things were making a comeback. Yeah, 2019 was also a year where I guess some things were making a comeback. I mean, oh my god. Every time I go into Walmart or like Target or any store, I see like arcade cabinets. People can make arcade cabinets, record players. It's like the 80s are making a comeback. We're making a comeback around that time. I mean, what the hell happened? Aside from the crazy shit going on the White House, in the Oval Office, and the first instances of COVID-19 before the pandemic became widespread, 80s technology was making a comeback, and I was like, what the hell is going on here? How's this possible?
you know, a little edgier version that was released about 3 days ago. The new version, the new single for I Think We're Alone Now. Now the video.
Okay.
So we did go back
Get ready for some copyright shit.
to, I'm a California girl, went back to all the places and added a few places, like my high school,
Oh, wow.
the recording studio where I used to record at Conk in the UK, actually is where I recorded it, from the Kinks. Maybe you guys would know Ray Davies. So that's actually where it was recorded. So that's in the video as well. But you know, like Ventura Boulevard and Venice Beach.
Oh yeah, fun
Running
places.
just as fast as we can.
Oh,
all
yes.
those things that we did before. So tonight we're premiering that.
Can't wait.
I
And
can't
I could watch the video, but I don't want to get a copyright strike. But thank God I got the clause.
wait.
Boxy
Yeah.
Park is such a cool place. We've been featuring.
Anyway,
And the secret society matrix that's behind.
so this was in 2010, and this was, I think, re-uploaded by some. It was re-uploaded, so it's not the official video. The official documentary is on YouTube, but I don't want to waste money renting it. I'm saving that for when I have to rent the movie Cuck. The 2019 movie Cuck that's supposed to be a lampoon of the liberals' point of view of what they think the alt-right is like, but I might have to do a private stream on that. Maybe on a burner channel. Or like a Patreon exclusive. Assuming if I start streaming on Patreon. But, no. I'm not gonna do that.
scenes in this country, he knows stuff that is not public information. I have a master's in history, and so I can talk on Jeff's level.
Oh my god, what is up with this? Why? are you doing this clockwise camera shot? It's like,
And at this
really?
point, I've confirmed a lot
Is this
of
really
Jeff's
necessary?
When Jeff kind of debriefed me, I immediately started talking to people and say, this is what's really going on. There's a bunch of secret societies,
of course,
rivalries, and these
Illuminati confirmed.
Satanic cults, basically.
Illuminati confirmed. God damn.
Are fighting for control of the streets. People are getting.
Really? Really? Oh my god. Now it gets interesting.
Getting killed that are involved in this stuff.
God damn, that's a lot of medication. Which reminds me, I need to call my doctor tomorrow.
Radionic, psionic, psychotronic devices, Nikola Tesla, great electrophysicist discoverer. The brain is a natural transceiver. He built machines that amplify that.
God damn.
Got it from the.
God damn. What the hell are you trying to do? Build like one of those weird, I don't know, brain machines?
Real people. He got it from the real legitimate radionics crowd.
The radionic, psionic, psychotronic devices, I've spent, related things, I've spent about $20,000.
God damn. Really?
There's some...
Radionics?
They'll use photographs or personal objects, and they'll tune it specifically, their dials and everything. They'll tune it specifically to the resonant frequencies of a person. I never asked for a lock of hair. I might ask for a fingernail or a toenail, a lock of hair, or a...
You're sick. You're sick. You're sick.
Scab or a skin from a blister or something. I could ask for that, but it just never happened that I've asked for that.
You're sick. You need help.
That, so it's like a fun place for the whole family to come out. It's like boxes, but they're like permanent food truck almost.
Gogeta. Anyway, I'm gonna finish this off.
Of your
Holy hell. So that's the re-recording. I gotta take a look at that. Maybe after this stream, because I don't want to get a copyright strike.
I mean, Jeff is shabbily dressed because he's spending all his money on radionics equipment, on experimental physics books, and books about time travel, space-time continuum books.
Now we're getting somewhere. Oh, now we're getting somewhere.
Actually, I put this on. I'm in communication in a spiritual sense, and a spiritual level with Tiffany.
Oh, so now we're getting somewhere. Now it's starting to come together. I mean, at first it would sound all boring and I lost interest, and now we're getting into the good stuff. God damn, why?
Actually, because the whole thing is set up for her. We communicate with her.
We already have something like that. It's called social media. Nowadays, we have something like that. It's called social media, dude. Maybe you should try it. Oh, wait, no, scratch that. That's a bad idea. I'm pretty sure you're going to be flooding Tiffany's DMs.
It's peacefulness. Just awareness.
This was almost a scientific breakthrough right here, folks. Folks, this was scientific breakthrough back in 2010. Actually, the documentary was made in 2010.
But yeah, like well, Tiffany and I are linked anyway.
Oh my god. Really? Dude? Really?
This way, but this
is like some Cerebro shit. It looked like he's building Cerebro from X-Men. Can't believe I actually said that.
This increases it and amplifies it. Yeah.
Seems like Kelly's trapped in the 80s. He's obsessed with the 80s.
Aren't we all obsessed with... Aren't we all trapped in the 80s? I had to take a little drink.
I think it was
caffeine
all caused by his accident that he had back in the 80s.
June 18th, 1987, I was involved in a critical bicycle accident.
Damn.
I was comatose for 16 days. Alright, I actually saw...
You were comatose for 16 days. Try being frozen in a block of ice for almost 80 years.
Tiffany... being together with a person that looked exactly, I mean, to the...
So this person had brain damage because of the incident.
To the T. After I woke up out of the coma July 4th of 1987. Well, my sister handed me a Walkman. I was barely able to even remove it at that point in time. Very first song I heard was Tiffany's I Think We're Alone Now.
And I might have to take a look at the old version, the original version of I Think We're Alone Now, and the re-release. But not on the stream because, again, I don't want any copyright infringements. Because last time I did that, bam, got hit with the copyright. And I'm probably get hit with a copyright for this particular stream, but it's worth it. As long as I have the clause copied and pasted, I'm good.
And then I asked my sister if she could bring me a picture of her. I'm not kidding. I almost fell right back in the coma because, there she was. Until that point, I'd never even heard of Tiffany. And it's been my own personal mission ever since then, to be with,
Yeah, I'm gonna be looking at some true crime stories in the next episode of the Loony Bin.
To follow through with this vision I had.
Or I can look at some lulz cows that the Geek Room's never touched on.
and your 2000.
Anyway. I've heard the song I Think We're Alone Now a few times, but the only times where I've ever heard it or it came was either through one of those compilation compilation album commercials where they're like showcasing songs from the 80s, or someone made a parody of it on for an Old Navy commercial, for an Old Navy ad, or when Giovanni Ribisi was gyrating to the song in the movie Ted and Ted 2.
In June. I asked Tiffany if she wanted to marry me, and she says, "No, I can't. I'm marrying Ben George." And I said, "Wonderful. I'm all for you." And
yeah, one day you gonna do some.
You go for it. You go, gal. I like Ben George. He's a very taciturn, serious, reserved Englishman.
I'm not meaning this in a negative way towards Tiffany, but when she married Ben, she brought a lot of negativity and a lot of depression out upon me. For some reason, he is trying to block me, like a defensive end. Like intercepting a football and running it back maybe 15-20 yards before being tackled.
The
thing with these is that
one of my new best friends, Ben George. Ben George, Tiffany, and myself, February year 2005 at the Hollywood Collectors and Celebrities Show. We got it.
Are you really friends with them? Were you really friends with them? Or are you just saying that just to make yourself look relevant? I mean...
Yeah, I think you can see the look on his face there.
He's creeped out, I bet. Really creeped out.
The look in his eyes, he's exuding jealousy.
No, he's just uncomfortable that this creep is standing next to him and Tiffany.
I mean, look at the look in his eyes. I mean, that.
And I do agree with Adam. He does kind of look like Christian, and he does have and he's on that spectrum, but.
Look like the green-eyed monster of jealousy? Yes, it does.
Even she looks uncomfortable. Even Tiffany looks uncomfortable.
My destiny is I'm supposed to be with Tiffany.
My destiny is to become the king of them. No. Yeah, my destiny is to roast the shit out of these people who have these weird obsessions.
I'm not kidding you.
Dude, ma'am, whatever your gender you want to whatever pronouns you want to go by. Destiny is overrated, dude. I mean, ma'am, what? Doesn't matter. The fact that you have this thought that you think that you and Tiffany are soulmates, and that's the thing with the other guys. Where do you come up with this shit? Why do you come up with this idea that... Never mind. I'm not opening up that can of worms just yet.
I'm not making any of this up. I mean, if I am, put shackles on me. Take me to fucking jail.
Goddamn.
Because you know what? I have the right, to...
This guy has more of that personality of Lopez. Hey, don't worry about me.
Love and be happy. I'm sick and fucking tired of this bullshit of being pushed out of Tiffany's life when I'm supposed to be in it.
You see what I mean? With people who have this obsession, people who are so enveloped in their own delusions, their own fantasies. Again, this is why you gotta stop. Because it comes in a time where sometimes if you are so enveloped in your fantasies and you to the point where I already said that point. Yes. See what I mean? That's why you gotta make do with what you got and find something else to occupy your time. Know when enough is enough. Always find the middle ground between fiction and between fantasy and reality. There has to be a middle ground between fantasy and reality. Especially with these types of people. I mean, the other guy, I think he's a bit salty, but at least he's accepting the fact that Tiffany got married. But this guy? I mean, ma'am? Wait. He, she, whatever.
Hey,
Oh boy.
Tiffany's had more than one very dangerous. One of her managers called them ferocious stalkers.
Yeah.
Robert John Bardo came with his .357 Rossi, that's a very powerful handgun, to a Tiffany concert in Phoenix in 1988.
God damn.
Tiffany's security stopped him.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't think Tiffany's been relevant for a long time.
And prevented that. Then he went on to murder actress Rebecca Schaefer in 1989. After that, Tiffany's people were very angry and proactive about the stalkers.
Yeah.
You've heard of the singer Tiffany? Yeah, she's going to be here. She was here last year.
What happened is the first half of the show, there was hardly anyone came here, and it was easy to get a seat right over here in the first half of the show. Now the second half of the show, it got real crowded, and people were allowed to go up, up to the near the edge of the stage and crank their head back, and then several, whole bunch of lesbians climbed up on the stage.
That guy's like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Why the fuck am I here? I should.
And started groping her.
He's like, oh my god. He's like,
her and hugging her. Big Paul handcuffed about 8 people.
He's like, this guy right here is like, oh, just shut the fuck up, man. Just let me do my job. I don't need to hear this shit.
Climbed up on the stage and started groping her and butt bumping her and hugging her, and she was fine with that. Only the security handcuffed about 8 people till they ran out of handcuffs. I came after the show was over. There had about 8 people sitting on the ground in handcuffs, and when they ran out of handcuffs, Big Paul, he just went and was just throwing people off the stage that did that.
He's like, just walk away. Walk away.
I'm a friend of Tiffany's, and I was here last year with this.
Walk away. No. They're like, dude, nobody cares if you are friends with Tiffany. I don't even think she even considers you as a friend. I mean, this is the thing with these types of people who, I mean, this is the thing what I was talking about with, I mean, we all remember when Shani claimed that she's friends with Chantel Marie or Trisha Paytas just because she saw Trisha Paytas in person, she claims that they're friends. This is the thing what I was talking about when certain people kind of have this obsession. It's called, it is cloud chasing for some, but
I just talked to Tiffany about this last month.
are you sure?
We saw each other for 2 days. I mean, we are friends. We got pictures, and that's my towel.
Oh, so you're a big fan.
Friend. We're friends, yeah.
Really? I don't even, and that's the thing I was talking about. Some of these people who are so obsessed with these types, who are so obsessed with these celebrities, and they claim that they're friends. When you only even talk to them for, I don't know, for a few days, for, I don't know, you only you only, I don't know. Just because you've interacted with them, whether it's on social media or in real life, doesn't make you friends. Actually, I'm pretty sure Tiffany has told you to stay away from her. And I think she probably filed a restraining order against you. I don't know.
Well, and a fan.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's true. But friend first.
Okay.
As I'm Gogeta. No. Dude, no. This Jeff guy is a lot like Christian. Tiffany, she's cool. I mean, I've never listened to some of her music, but I've only heard I Think We're Alone Now from the movie Ted. And that's pretty much about it. And I heard a parody of it, again, from the Old Navy commercial, which I will not show because copyright. And by the way, Todd, it's doable. I mean, dude, we're just at the beginning of the year. Who knows? You never know what the future holds. As I'm Gogeta.
I am so excited about Tiffany coming to Denver tonight. Tiffany truly is my everything. And
yeah. Tiffany, you just saw me talk about that clip, the interview from that news segment, and again, not gonna play the song. Copyright. All right. I'm Gogeta.
And my heart, my body, my soul longs to see her again.
Now this guy's more creepy stalkerish than the other guy. I think the other dude, the Jeff dude, well, I think the Kelly Sean, he's more Christian than Jeff. I'm Godzilla. No. Not yet. Oh shit. It flew back. Like a good neighbor, stay the fuck over there.
that my dream can't come true tonight. Damn, I thought there'd be people here by now, but
I think you just got played.
I'll ask her how Elijah, her son, is doing.
That's Godzilla. There has to be a balance.
And make it more about her instead of more about me.
What? Thank God they cut the whole performance out, because, again, copyright. Hey. They're like, dude, calm down. Calm down, dude. I know you're excited, but even this is a little too much. Now,
the really dedicated fans, it dates back to our teenage years for us, and
we are, yeah.
There's always something special about your childhood fantasy or your childhood dream.
Tiffany.
And that's the thing is, if it's a sense of nostalgia, yeah. Soon nostalgia will make a comeback. Hopefully this year.
20 years ago, I had to see the New Kids on the Block, unfortunately, live, just to see her live. So she was the opening act. So right after she was off, though.
New Kids on the Block. New Edition. It's kind of like the whole pop scene.
I was off.
From the 80s.
When I was a lost, lonely teenager that had no friends and I was sitting in my room with the door shut all day, I would play Tiffany's albums and dream of maybe one day meeting this person. And
when I was a lonely teenager, I would blast my compilation of songs I burned from iTunes on a CD. Back when CDs were still a thing, before the iPod came in, before the iPod, and then now we can listen to music on our phones. I would have like a CD player with all these rock songs that I listened to on the satellite radio back when satellite radio was a hit with the new generation.
then that all
Before the podcasting.
kind of came true for me. And
Tiffany definitely rocks. 20 years now, big fan of hers. Her new album, Just Me, rocks. Probably one of the best albums ever recorded.
Again, I'm probably going to take a look at that re-release version of I Think We're Alone Now. But, again, not on this stream. Again, copyright.
Be Alright, Just Me, great songs.
And anyone being around Tiffany, meeting her just once, I've seen their life is transformed.
She was such a big part of my youth.
All right.
She shaped the person I am today, really, you know. Could have been.
Tiffany has shaped the person I am. I am a completely different person than I would be without Tiffany. She
Nobody cares, dude.
is a dear friend of mine. She called me on the phone at home in 2000 and said, I'm your best friend, mentor, and protector.
She just said that. She probably just said that just to make you feel better, dude. Calm down. Calm the fuck down.
Tiffany has done so much for me. She has transformed my life.
Calm the fuck down, dude. I admit I have some things I kind of. But that's the thing. We all have our hobbies.
Hey Lois, hey, it's me. Slight change of plans. I'm not going to the Tiffany concert after all, and I'll explain it to you later. Why I'm not going to the Tiffany concert. And yes, I'm very upset.
You got the wrong address, dude. You probably got the wrong address.
Because of the fact that I have a photocopy of my ID because I lost it. I lost it some time ago. I got a photocopy of my ID, but that wasn't good enough.
And here's the sad.
Because I was going to talk with Tiffany and hopefully work.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm glad you're back here, Crash. I was going through a lot of talking about. I mean, some people. There are two people obsessed with Tiffany, the pop singer from the 80s. Again, I've never listened to her music. The only times I listened to it was from the movie Ted, or a parody of from an Old Navy commercial. Anyway, this she person is upset because he didn't get to meet Tiffany, while the other guy is just bragging about how it's a life-changing experience for him. It's bizarre. That's what this series is going to be about. Looking for the bizarre, the weird, and downright crazy.
Work everything out between us.
Goddamn.
The trip between Tiffany and I are very bleak. It's very bleak right now.
Yeah, you know what they say. Don't meet your heroes. I think this is what they meant. I don't know.
Unfortunately, yeah, I don't know if Tiffany and I will ever have a future together.
Don't press your luck, dude.
GlamourCon is an annual convention for erotic models, adult film stars, and the like, and Tiffany was there because she posed for Playboy. It's a place where people go to make friends and renew friendships, and that's what basically it is.
Whoa. Dude. Gotcha.
Weak need, butterflies. Oh yeah, I'm human as anybody else. Here she comes.
Hey, how are you?
Oh. Oh, damn.
I will see you. I got some gifts for you, and we're going to do our stuff.
I'm running late as usual.
I know. I told the people you're fashionably late. everyone at this big convention event. There was thousands of people there, and I
He's like, I'm not gonna hear this shit, but I'm
ministered. God sent me to minister to hundreds of people, and found out most of the attendees and the featured people there are saved. And I didn't see anyone acting mean-spirited. Everyone just loved everyone there and was concerned about everyone.
yeah.
4 different Playboys that are foreign that you're in the centerfold. So that is my gift to you.
Thank you so much. That's so sweet.
Oh man, dude. One time I was at a convention, I did this impression of a video game character, and the voice actor liked it.
So yeah.
I didn't even know I was in these.
Of course, Tiffany was really still the most Christ-like person I've ever known, and God really came through her and was manifested uniquely in her.
Oh my god. Damn. God damn, dude. Really? Really? Oh my god. Yeah.
It was just really nice there, and we had a really good time in the Lord there.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her.
She's like, alright, hand me this shit. They're gonna probably ask you to leave, dude.
Your official biographer.
That's right.
Because I remember everything about you, and you know that's true. It flashed. As long as it flashes, okay. Well, I'll be here tomorrow. I have a room in the hotel, and if you would like the number.
Dude, yeah. You know what they say, never meet your heroes? This is what they were talking about.
Remember, we have you and I have an agreement. We don't hide anything from each other. I keep no secrets from you at all. And
Please,
about the only one
please, for the love of God, get the fuck out of there. Get the fuck, dude. Really? She's just trying to do her job, and you're just berating her. Honestly. And I look at these, and I'm like, thank God I ain't. Yeah. I'm like,
Hello?
Is this Kelly McCormick, please?
Yes, speaking.
Oh, speaking? Oh, hi, Kelly. Yeah, my name is Jeff Turner, and I'm a personal friend of Tiffany Renee Darwish.
it is. You're right, Theo. It is a great documentary. A really good one.
Hey, cool.
Yeah.
Gnarly, man. Huh?
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 31 years old.
31? Okay, yeah, I'm older. Are you aware of the sport that Tiffany likes to participate in most is different forms of martial arts?
No, I was not aware of that.
I might have to do like one of those trivias that some people know.
Her songs really are an antidote to depression. I mean, there's the song called I'll Be the Girl on her second album, and you can listen to that and you can't be depressed after that one.
No offense to us blondes, because I'm a natural strawberry blonde. But what do you call smart blonde?
What?
A golden retriever.
Okay, well, I'm gonna.
And then now, well, what's blonde and brown, blonde and brown, blonde and brown?
What?
Madonna doing cartwheels.
Okay, I'm gonna sign off now, and you go seek out that and find that those albums and the Dreams Never Die, and you'll be inspired and not depressed. And okay, bye bye.
Bye bye.
Damn. Trying to lighten the mood, aren't you, Jeffrey? Boy. Don't.
The thing I liked about Kelly, I wanted to meet with her, is that she really showed a spiritual connection with Tiffany, very similar to the one I have.
Define spiritual.
I found out about this Tiffany concert at a nightclub in Las Vegas. Found out Kelly was going to go. When I hear about someone who has an affinity for Tiffany like I do, I want to meet them and make friends with them.
This concert on Friday in Las Vegas will be the very first live Tiffany concert that I've been to.
Don't worry, dude. You really should try and cheer up. One time, might have to. Once this quarantine is over and everything goes back to normal, I might have to take a trip to Las Vegas. And I mean a trip.
I might look calm and not.
Hey, so you're Kelly McCormick. Exactly. Alrighty. I call him a male because I see him as male. That's just, you get with a hermaphrodite, you can take your pick.
I live full time as female. I mean, geez, these are real. I've been on hormones for just about 7 years now. And in fact, I'm totally stoked that.
And that's the thing when it comes to people who go on these hormone blockers, is that sometimes the side effects some side effects might include, let me look this up. Don't worry, it's gonna be some learn time for Rick. Oh, wrong one. Oh, here it is. Memory problems. Yep. Mood swings right there. Mood swings and depression. I was right. Some of those hormone blockers can lead to depression.
That the Broncos just signed the legendary Jerry Rice as a fourth string receiver.
Yeah, well, I don't have much interest in sports. So,
Me neither.
Are you actually gay or what?
I'm straight.
Straight.
Yeah, I just fight against fascism.
Yeah, same here. But I'm all for equality. I'm more moderate. Fight against fascism? Really, dude?
The reason why I'm staying with Jeff Turner is because I don't have that much money, and I'm very limited on my options and what I can and cannot do.
I got it. Kobe.
R.I.P. Kobe.
Well,
I got two books to give her.
excuse me, Jeff. I'm not looking for like a one-night stand. I just don't want sex with her. I want her friendship as well.
We have a committed best friendship, and I will recommend you and say you're okay. And when she's your best friend, you couldn't have a better friend.
The delusion of these people is just, oh my god. How are these people are for real? How is it possible that these people can be for real? It's just bizarre. Anyway, we're making good time. It's gonna be like an hour long.
That's a cool jacket. All right.
Then I'm gonna be wearing that with this skirt.
And where's the hoop earrings?
Yeah, you're right on, Jeff.
Oh yeah, the jewel. They'll match your hair.
I'm gonna do it my makeup up really good.
There's help you get rid of your roll, your gut roll. Yeah. Get rid of that gut roll without having to have a body sculpt. You'll be doing great.
Somehow my willpower is keeping me awake right now. It's the only thing keeping me awake.
Rickzilla's the king.
Of course, you.
Don't mind me. I'm just finishing up a few things. Just working on some stuff.
Yeah, you might be able to tell I am starting to slow down a little bit, and yes, I'm getting tired. But as you can see, mind over matter equals positive thoughts, and there's something I've got to get done tonight, so I'm not going to sleep until I get it done. Because I've been waiting for almost 14 years for this.
Why would I? Don't worry. There's plenty more of this shit to go.
I'm not going to slow down now. I mean, I need this so bad. It's not even funny. I know Jeff says that Tiffany means a lot to him too, but bottom line is, I think I've got him outmatched easy. I expect the worst, but hope for the best.
Don't we all?
I'll always be ready for the worst. But this one I'm not ready for. I mean, I don't know how anywhere else to put this, but I'm almost guaranteed. I'm almost sure that Tiffany will remember me.
I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Like you think so, Jeff?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. When it comes to this shit, I kind of have this doubt. It is a great documentary. I get to see the mind, what's inside the mind of certain people who have this obsession with celebrities. And yeah, it kind of bugs me that even some can take it too far. I just don't have my expectations up. And by the way, I'm just passing the time because, yeah, sometimes I just lose my attention. Just. Okay.
I'll be signing autographs. Hopefully I'll get a chance to meet all of you guys and chit-chat a little bit. I prepared you. I talked...
Even to this day, she still looks pretty. But I think that's probably... But I'm always going to keep saying it's probably surgery. But who knows?
A lot, so be prepared.
Curvy. Like I said, there has to be a balance. As I am Gogeta. Or at least dreams do come true. Sorry. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself. Yeah, in case you're wondering what I'm working on.
Maybe Tiffany is not going home to Denver with me tomorrow night. However, I have, I've got something more important than just that. And that is her everlasting friendship.
That's good. But
I mean, anyone in love knows that you must start off as friends.
Yeah.
Very strong, very positive friends.
Exactly.
Otherwise, you would scare the person.
So, well, would it be totally redundant and ridiculous if I say that, the biggest ambition that I could ever have just came true?
That's not redundant at all.
It's
That's
not
wonderful. I'm glad.
Yeah, I believe it is. It is a good documentary. I mean,
Glad you said that.
I was yeah, my expectations were, I thought it was just one obsessed fan, but two for the price of one. Am I right, folks? Am I right? Yeah.
Because being with her.
Sometimes I like deep. Oh, I'm just that I was just working on a, yeah. This was all I was working. I'm okay. Sometimes I got a little bored. So I just, this is what I was working on. It's a drawing of Godzilla. Well, I was just drawing. I was working on some drawings, which I hope to upload soon. You know.
Is one of my, it probably is one of my 2 or 3 biggest ambitions, is being with her and continuing our friendship, that it continues to grow.
She actually kissed me on the cheek as well as,
I mean, I'm
wonderful. I'm very happy for you both.
I'm friends with a few people
I just
in
cannot
this
put
community.
into words how I feel right now.
I remember the first time Tiffany actually reached out in front of over 500 people and kissed me on the cheek and made a point of doing it.
Aww.
It was in February 1989 in San Jose.
That's what they do. I mean, some celebrities can take it to the extreme, but
and there was over 500 people there, and we were walking.
Excuse me, Jeff. Please don't take this the wrong way, but I mean, jeez, you're taking words out of my mouth. All right, because that was completely unfair.
Oh boy.
In the discussion.
Yes, Aries, I was drawing. It does look cool, but wait until the final product. Wait until the final product, because not only am I going to finish it, I'm going to scan it in my computer, and then I'm going to color it digitally, and it'll look amazing. Like I told you, I'm an artist.
Oh, yeah.
Like I've said before, I'm an artist.
She treats everyone unique and individual, you know it, but with equal love.
Yep, pretty much.
Or should I say unlimited love? You can't measure love. So it's immeasurable.
Yeah, this guy really... Okay, I mean, the Jeff guy, he kinda always seems so optimistic. That's probably because he was in a church choir. That's because he's volunteers at the church he goes to. But the other one, Kelly, always so pessimistic. And that's probably the side effect of the hormone blockers. the hormone therapy is, yeah, it's the side effect of the hormone therapy. Not only that, but the brain damage from the bicycling accident. So not much of a good combination if you think about it.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to seeing you at some more Tiffany events in the
same
future.
Here. Same here. Dearest Tiffany, hi. How's my one and only lady doing? I'm okay. That was one extremely good concert last night. This road trip was a huge success, especially when we talked for a few minutes after the concert. It felt so very good when we kissed each other and hugged each other. I'm really glad that you remembered me. I really love you so much.
That's why I always go with this policy. That sometimes I gotta make my name
In 10 years, see myself married. Don't know if I have children or not, but see myself as married. A lot's changed in my life. The realization of Alyssa, which is really nice. I can't marry Tiffany. It's not possible. So yeah.
Oh boy.
If Tiffany was available to marry, and then Alyssa.
Alyssa Milano, really?
Being available.
Dude. Set your Oh dear Lord.
Have to make a choice between the two of them.
Oh dear Lord.
Probably choose Alyssa.
Bastard.
Here's the two CDs of Alyssa.
DVDs.
They're erotic art films.
I've seen. What would you do if there was a child in front of you?
Of Alyssa. I don't know why I have two of these, but yeah, that's Alyssa on the set of Charmed last season.
What would you do if there was a child in front of you? I'm pretty sure he watches those commercials religiously.
Interesting little study.
Oh, great. Now you move on to Alyssa Milano.
Way too much eye makeup.
Which was the one that kind of went off the rails? Rose.
Way too much grease.
Dude. Don't be critical. As I am the king of the monsters. Oh, sorry.
I've had tremendous help staying away from drugs from my very best friend Abby.
Abby actually helps to make me feel more like my real self. Abby makes me feel more like a woman and less of the athletic machine that I am.
Aww.
That's exactly That's
At least you find some happiness.
exactly where I was aiming for.
Oh my God. I have known Kelly for about a year and a half, and her and I met in a doctor's office. I never seen anybody that looked like Kelly in reference to her outside appearance. Kelly often just ignores people's comments about her being an intersex. They oftentimes ask me, is that a boy or is that a girl? She is one of the strongest people I've ever met. Kelly and I both like beer a lot, so we
Good for
will
you.
occasionally go to a small local bar and drink beers together.
That I feel that Abby really likes about me is, I'm always funny. That helps to bring her back up to where she's happy again.
Yeah, here, I got a better idea for you. How about if I go call Fabio to come sticking their holes in your biceps to pump you up? Because I'm Hans and Franz. Saturday Night Live, I'm here to pump you up, yeah.
She extends herself out and goes the extra mile for every person that she knows. She is an incredible listener and has been there for me whenever I need her.
Nice.
Coming up here in a couple weeks, I will be getting a job as a bicycle courier. And I will be flying around the mile-high city streets at extreme speeds.
Always. That's what I gotta say. You always gotta. You see, meeting Tiffany can open doors to new possibilities. That you gotta get that out of your system, and then maybe move on.
My case manager and my psychologist both are trying to get me breast implants. Watch out, Britney Spears. They're going to surgically remove my male gender, but
that's okay.
I'm going to be finally complete, and I'm going to be finally happy with who I am on the inside as well as on the outside. If someone else came along, I
Squirrel.
I would definitely look into the possibilities of dating women, other women, of course. I mean, I prefer the down-to-earth type. So if anyone out there, if any girl out there is interested, here's my number flashing across the screen.
It took a week of work to get this cleaned up.
Good job. I'm proud of you, dude.
Needed to clean it up for a long time, and so we finally got rid of 2 dumpsters worth of stuff. The bathroom is improved, and the bathtub's clean, and
that reminds me, I gotta start cleaning my shit.
For a new mattress, that old ratty thing is gone.
I gotta get rid of mine too.
Tiffany, but Tiffany and I have always had our friendship. You have to be absolutely sure what you're getting into when you make a commitment of friendship, to stand by that friendship no matter what anyone can throw at you, any grief anyone can give you. The commitment of just friendship, it has to stand.
It's the journey that brings us happiness, not the destination. Regardless of what happens, whether I'm with Tiffany or not, the one thing that I've pulled out, one thing that I've learned from all this is Tiffany has taught me how to be much stronger, to be a much stronger person, and to actually believe in myself.
Good job. schizophrenia. I don't think that site's still up. But, well, that does it for this episode. This first installment of the Loony Bin. It kind of, yeah, like I said, it's more about bizarre scenarios that really irks us at sometimes, but that does it for this episode, this first episode. If you want to see more about, because next week I'm thinking about covering, well, schizophrenia, people with schizophrenia. I mean, and yes, you're gonna expect to see some crazy shit from this series, whether if it's going to be certain people or bizarre scenarios. That's the aim I'm going for this series. So keep a lookout for that. Anyway, I hope you liked it. If you did, make sure you comment, subscribe, and be on the lookout for future installments of the Loony Bin, as well as the Hambeast Chronicles. I'm still going to be doing those. I'm just taking a hiatus from that. But I'll be seeing you guys next time.